Alright, we finally got the mic working. My camera might die like low-key halfway through this video, so we just gotta not necessarily make it quick, but I'm definitely gonna have to start filming on my phone. But as y'all could easily as y'all could easily tell by the title of the video, this video is kind of just me explaining if you got a V6 Charger or Challenger, no matter what. I mean, it's got to be 2015 or up. I don't really know about the 2014s. Probably similar, but I've only really looked into the mods for like the 2015s and up. But if you want to make this car as fast as an RT, or honestly, you can get close to a Scat Pack with certain mods, this is the video that you want to watch, because that's literally what I'm going to explain in this video. Woo! Shit! Alright, sorry, I'm finna put that on my Instagram. I feel stupid right now, but it's alright. So basically, first mod that you're gonna wanna do is a cold air intake. We already got it. I'll show it. I'll show mine. I'll do a little like rev test with it, and also exhaust. So first two mods that you're gonna wanna do to your car. I would recommend that if you're gonna like wait a year or a couple months, like over 6 months, before getting some of the other mods that I talk about inside of this video, I would definitely recommend tuning the car for those for the exhaust and the intake. And wait, do I have sport mode right now? I don't understand, dude. I literally don't understand. Alright, well, that doesn't matter. So, I messed up my sport mode and all that with the taser. I literally don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna have to reset the factory settings and then put on the paddle shifters and just leave it at that. But so basically, the mod that you definitely want to get after that is a bigger throttle body, and I recommend getting like 80mm, because I'm pretty sure what's on the stock V6 is a 78mm. So just going 2mm above. The 80mm is what the RTs and Scat Packs have, I'm pretty sure. Scat Pack probably has something different just because it's a 6.4 liter instead of a 5.7 liter. But definitely get an 80mm throttle body, because that'll kind of open up your flow a little bit better. Kind of similar as what the intake does, but just at a more higher level. And then I recommend, after that, getting some race spark plugs, just so you're igniting a little bit faster. So I recommend getting some spark plugs. And then after that, get the RIP coil packs. RIP coil packs will, honestly, I gotta look up what that kind of fully does. But yeah, I gotta look up what that does, because I really don't even know what the RIP coil packs does. Every video that I've ever seen, people just say get the RIP coil packs, and they don't really say what it does. So I'm definitely gonna find out what it does inside of this video so I can tell y'all. So right now you got a cold air intake, exhaust, bigger throttle body, spark plugs, and RIP coil packs. And after you have all that stuff, your car is pretty much ready to push high horsepower. And to get that high horsepower and do and to like take advantage of your more airflow with the exhaust, the intake, and the throttle body, and then your faster timing with the coil packs and your spark plugs, I would definitely recommend getting a tune, a performance tune, some sort of you can probably go, because I'm gonna be honest, I've been looking for tunes around the Texas, like the Austin area, and I can't find shit. So I'd recommend getting something like a HP tuners, the Diablo tuners, getting something like that. That'll definitely be a good setup for your car. But once you have all that stuff, you can easily push around like 380, 400 horsepower to the wheel, which is that's faster than RT territory. And then you start doing some weight reduction mods, you start taking out some seats, you start doing stuff like that. You're definitely pushing some high horsepower, and that's not going to give you more horsepower taking out weight, but you're going to be probably 3,900 depending on how much pounds you take off. Like easily 3,900 pounds, which is way lighter than the Scat Packs, and you already have more horsepower than the RTs, so you'll be right in between that RT Scat Pack area. And that's literally, it's as easy as that. The mods are pretty cheap, honestly. The throttle body's probably around $300 to $500. The rip coil packs are $300 to $400, maybe $500. An exhaust, if you want a good sounding exhaust, it's going to cost you $1,500 to $2,000. An intake, easily $300 to $500. And then spark plugs, that's like $50 to $100. So all that stuff, it's cheap, it's not crazy, you're not going to break the bank doing it. It's not like buying a supercharger. But I would recommend, if you did get a supercharger, to already upgrade all that stuff. There is some things in there like throttle body that may not be compatible. I've got to look at that stuff. But if you get a supercharger, you're going to have to build up your engine, you're going to have to build up your transmission. There's going to be a bunch of things that you're going to have to do. So I'm not saying, I already talked about this in my previous, or not my last video, but the one before that, last week's video. I'm not saying don't do it. If you got the money for it and you're willing to spend 10, 12, 15 grand on it, I'd definitely say go for it. But if you got that money, 10, 12, 15 grand to spend, I would just buy a different car. Like, I would just buy an RT, or buy a Scat Pack, or buy a Corvette, or buy a Audi, or buy a BMW. BMW's gonna have hella maintenance, and so is Audi, and so is Mercedes. So I don't really know how y'all would like to do that, but that's pretty much it. That's the easiest way to get push high horsepower on a V6. I've pretty much only done intake and exhaust for this car, and for reasons of that is because I've been driving a Challenger for a while, and most of the roads that I be driving on, that you gotta be able to take corners, this thing, I mean, it's fine. It takes corners better than people think, but it don't take corners that good. I was driving with a Porsche today. Ooh, I couldn't keep up with that dude. That dude was long gone. It was like a very twisty road. That dude was long gone. So I don't know. It just depends on what y'all are looking for and what you want to do. But before we end this video, let me set up so y'all can hear my intake, and then let me set up so y'all can hear my exhaust. So let's do that real quick. Alright, now I'm going to throw y'all in the back so y'all can hear what my exhaust sounds like. Nothing crazy. When I first got it, I was like, "Damn, this is insane," because I was just so used to the, so used to the stock exhaust. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There wasn't much to this video, but and I didn't have to use my phone because I did it pretty quick. But y'all saw exactly what my intake, my exhaust sounded like. And so I got the Borla Attack right now. Cold air or K&N cold air intake, just a regular like roto mold one, not anything crazy, completely open. I don't want it closed off so it can allow more air in. But other than that, that's pretty much all you need for a fast car, and for as fast as an RT, maybe probably even faster. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I say, every single video, be safe out there. I know y'all are driving cars, doing stuff, probably driving a better car than me, or you might have a V6. So these cars are dangerous no matter what you're driving. You can be driving just a Nissan Altima, and if you're whipping it fast enough, hard enough, those things can be dangerous. Any car can be dangerous. You just gotta be smart about it. You can't do any stupid crap. So like I said, y'all be safe out there. Stay blessed. Um, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. So.